Hey everybody, today's music education is on Duane Allman. But before we do that, remember, hit that like button, let's help some kiddos. Alright, Howard Duane Allman, aka Skydog, was born in Nashville, Tennessee in 1946. His brother Greg was the first guitarist in the family until Duane saw legendary blues guitarist B.B. King. Soon after that, he wrecked his 165 Harley-Davidson motorcycle and ended up trading it in for a Silvertone guitar. It wasn't long until he passed Greg up. The two bounced around a few different bands in the early 60s. In 68, Duane injured himself falling off of a horse. On his birthday that year, Greg left him a bottle of pain pills and the debut album from Taj Mahal on his front porch, knocked on the door and ran away. A couple hours later, the phone rang. It was Duane saying, quote, "Get over here now." Duane had dumped the pills out, washed off the label, and taught himself how to play slide guitar using the pill bottle, the sound which would define the legendary Allman Brothers Band. Bouncing around a few different bands in the mid-60s, it wasn't until Duane camped out at the legendary Muscle Shoals studio in Alabama that things would start to happen for him. On a break from tracking, Wilson Pickett came out into the parking lot where he heard Duane blistering the guitar. Allman heard the recording of Hey Jude inside and played a piece so inspiring that Pickett asked him to teach it to him. Pickett went back inside, tracked the piece. The producer was so blown away by the work, he asked him where he came up with it. "A guy in the parking lot showed me," explained Pickett. Duane was immediately hired as a session musician at Muscle Shoals. The session work began to frustrate Allman. He slowly began to piece together an all-star lineup of musicians that he had previously worked with. This would eventually become the Allman Brothers Band. They released their first album in '69 titled The Allman Brothers Band. They immediately started work on number 2, Idlewild South. While in Miami on tour, Eric Clapton got word that they were coming. He made it a point to seek out Duane, which would eventually lead to him tracking Layla with Clapton, after being offered a spot in Clapton's band, Derek and the Dominoes, which he declined. Number 3 was the critically acclaimed Live at the Fillmore East. Shortly after the initial success of Fillmore, Allman was tragically killed in a motorcycle accident in Macon, Georgia. Sidecar 1. Allman was notorious for visiting studios wherever he went. Peeking in to see what was being created, he would often contribute his talents to projects on the spur of the moment. He would be compensated in cash and no song credits. This makes it impossible to get an accurate discography for him. Some of the artists he's tracked for include heavyweights like Aretha, Percy Sledge, Clapton, Boss Skaggs, and hundreds more. Sidecar 2. Allman was a huge jazz fan, citing Miles Davis and John Coltrane as two of his largest influences for his melodic solos. Sidecar 3. While in New York City to track for Aretha, he went to the Fillmore to see Johnny Winter. After returning home, he told Muscle Shoals guitarist Jimmy Johnson, quote, "I'll be on that stage within a year," end quote. Sure enough, the Allman Brothers headlined it 1 year later. Sidecar 4. Allman Brothers' first album after his death, Eat a Peach, was titled after Allman's favorite response to interviewers' questions regarding the hippie revolution of the late 60s. Quote, "There is no revolution, only evolution, but every time I'm in Georgia, I eat a peach for peace," end quote. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed Skydog. Have a great day. Please help share these. Take care.